Hello.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hambros Gaming. We're changing things up a little bit. We've got some Zelda videos also coming as well.
Tons.
But we're also trying to, not stagnate and whatever, because we can only do so many videos in a single session. So, we're doing Mighty Number 9, as you can see.
Yes. I was actually very excited about playing this.
I've never played this game at all, but Andrew has, and he's had it for a while.
I'm, as you may be able to see.
Let's go with the new game.
Yeah, no, we're going to go with a new game for sure. This game was actually one of the first things that I thought of when we were first coming up with ideas for the channel, making our little lists and that kind of thing. And I had been playing this game because I was drawn to it instantly because of its relation to Mega Man. As anybody can see from watching any videos of it or from this video, there's a lot of similarities between our hero Beck and the old blue bomber. Mainly because the project lead Keiji Inafune used to work for Capcom primarily on the Mega Man games, and this is somewhat of a spiritual successor and a lot of fun.
I like how at the beginning they're just like, it is the present day, like, not specifying exactly what is present, when this could be like, we could be referring to something like 9 years from now and be like, it's the present day. Yep. And be like, oh cool, so it's 2025 or whatever, right? 2025 or 2026. And I was like, yeah, it's present day. Okay, cool. Instead of being like, wait a second, this came out in 2016 or 15 or whatever it was.
Hold on a tick. Well, it's like, I mean, they couldn't exactly open the game with, it is the year 20XX.
I guess not. Because it'd be kind of cheap.
It would be a little, I feel like Capcom would be a little miffed.
Shallow and pedantic.
You said shallow and pedantic?
Yes.
Awesome.
Dr. White?
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah. There are a whole lot of similarities.
Sharp inhale. That's fine. Whatever, at least he's not an old man with a white beard.
No, there's no... Wait. No, I don't think there's an old man with a white beard. Although his name, of course, does rhyme.
Yes. So what's the main dude's name?
This guy, this little man we're playing here, he is he's a part of a series of 9 robots invented by the guy we just spoke to, Dr. Light.
No doubt.
Dr. White.
Dr. White.
That's
not to be mistaken with Dr. Light from the Mega Man series.
Nope.
This is definitely not associated with.
Absolutely, completely a different thing. He is the 9th in this series of robots.
Right.
And is therefore the mighty number 9. Yes, and so now you understand the title. And his name is Beck.
Beck. Okay.
He also has a sister, much like Mega Man did in the Mega Man games. And it may surprise you to know that also, like Mega Man's sister, her name is kind of a pun on his own.
Call?
Yeah. I was going to just say it, but you guessed it, and that was much better than I could have possibly hoped for. Because one of the little known facts about Mega Man, to kind of go that direction for a second, is that his name is in fact Rock.
Is that little known though? I guess people who aren't like nerds and haven't played it all their lives and don't know all the little minutiae facts about it might not know, I guess. But yeah, like basically everyone at least in the original Mega Man games, was like everyone was a pun on a type of music. So Rock, Man, Roll being his sister. Where I always thought she was like his girlfriend or something, but I guess not.
I think she's supposed to be his sister.
That's fine, okay. And then there's like Slash Man, so like slash metal or slash music. Yeah, Metal Man.
I had legitimately never really thought about it that way.
Not everyone was a play on it, because there's like Wily, and there's no, not that I know of at least, there's no like
what about
Wily
Guts?
music or
what about Guts Man?
I don't know, man.
But more about the Rock thing. I guess it's not so much that his name was. I think that was possibly the North American version, that he Rock was his name, but Mega Man was like his title. I need to check my facts. So,
Could be that.
getting back to this game a little bit, we just as we just saw from that little cinematic, the other mighty number robots are malfunctioning and are currently wrecking all up in the city, as well as all these other little robot guys.
Banana Slammer.
Right. So, and here, this right here actually is a fundamental difference from Mega Man in that you see how when I beat these guys up, they kind of get all digitized
Right.
or what have you.
Yeah.
Then I do this little boost dash thing, and I basically absorb their being into me.
That's kind of nuts.
I'm
Do you
pretty
have
much
to
Majin
dash
Buu.
through them, or you can just like...
No, yeah, you have to dash through them. It's called accelerate.
Okay.
Like there's some capital letters in the middle of the word for no particular reason there. It's just, just to look and sound cool. And some of them, like the other ones before were blue, and they just kind of give you points. But other guys, like these guys, the red guys will give you a little damage boost and also a piercing shot. And we'll see if we can find some other guys. Because I think there was. It's been a little while, but I believe, if I remember correctly, there are 3 different colors of power-ups that you can get.
Okay.
Apart from the blue. So you got the red ones, which give you damage boost and armor piercing.
Right.
And the yellow ones, yes. It's red, yellow, and green. Yellow, I think, gives you like double shot or something. I'm still kind of unsure what it does. I've tested on a few different examples, and I'm still like it might be fire rate. But I don't really notice it. I've never really noticed a difference.
Gotcha.
So,
Do you have to tap the button each time you want to shoot, or are you able to like just hold it down and it does rapid fire, or is there like a charge beam thing?
there is no charge beam, as far as I can tell. So far as of yet,
Okay.
which is another thing that I guess they were trying to sort of move away from the whole, identical to Mega Man motif.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's a little more like, I guess it's, well, no, not entirely, because it's a little more like the original Mega Man games, because I don't think Mega Man could always charge shot.
I don't know of the facts, but I think there was always a charge function in like the original games. I think, but I
really?
could be wrong. I'm not a Mega Man.
Aficionado.
Well, I'm a aficionado, but I'm not like an expert.
Whoop.
I guess.
Okay, so you see how, because you see how I got a little green boost there, so now that's a little, just personal speed boost. I don't know I think you actually fire a little bit quicker too. Oh, and I guess some guys cannot be pierced through like these mobs. Wow, lasers.
Yeah. Geez.
My god, lasers. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Huh. Oh yeah, kitcha.
I'm still curious about why people I don't know. Some people were complaining about this game. I don't know. Like when I was coming out, everyone was like, "Oh, this looks so cool," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that looks really cool. I'll probably never play it, but that's still cool." But then, I don't know. Recently, I guess people like
People were
Donkey and Donkey and others. I guess were like referencing this game as if it were trash. I don't know if there was a reason for it, or if it was like it's too similar to Mega Man, or if it's because of whatever. I don't think they're necessarily wrong. I mean, they might be right, but I have no idea why in either case.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like a pretty cool game. It seems enjoyable and like colorful, and
It's it's just a fun Mega Man clone.
Well-
And it's not even like it's the only Mega Man clone in existence. There have to have been others at some point.
probably.
I feel like there's been Mega Man clones. I feel like any game where it's it's a platformer and you run a 2D platformer and you have any kind of blaster or weapon. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess they're all really Contra clones at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, there's also Metroid. There's
yes,
the
that's true.
Metroidvania thing. Like, Axiom Verge is a game that I really want to play, and I think would be a good game to do videos on eventually. But like, whatchamacallit? It's the running 2D linear platformer. You have a blaster kind of thing. Is a very either Castlevania or Metroid-esque. I think. No, was Contra first? Or was Metroid first? Probably.
I feel like Contra was first,
I'm gonna look that up.
but you feel. I was gonna ask everybody to like look it up for us.
Yeah, you could do that too.
All
You guys could do that too if you
Yeah.
want. I'm gonna look it up anyways, but
Do it.
like you could You can go ahead and do that if you want.
You can do
if
it.
you want to.
Matt just won't say it, and then if you want to say something about it, you can comment on the video. And while you're at it, like it. And what's that other thing?
Subscriptions.
Subscription. Yep, there's a little button that says subscribe under the video.
So, feel free to do either of those things. You don't have to. No one has to do anything, really.
I will come to your house and kick your cat if you don't.
No, he won't.
I won't do that. I will never kick a cat. I love cats. So here's Soichiro Sanda and his identical brother, Seijiro, only ever told apart by their haircuts.
And the lines on their forehead.
I think those are his eyebrows.
Maybe? Does he have 3 of them on each side of his head?
Or they're just supposed to be really thick, and that's just how they draw eyebrows.
I guess.
Because, but then again, I think Beck has, I want to say, lightning bolts on his cheeks. And if
It looks kind of like it.
And if I'm reading the symbol on the left side of his head correctly, he was either created by or in the future will become Brainiac.
It could be that.
Yep.
That could be something totally different, though.
Like, maybe this game is actually some kind of Superman prequel, even though it clearly takes place in the future.
It is not a Superman prequel at all, you can tell.
Or a Brainiac prequel?
Look at the size of that man's gut.
You see anybody with a gut like that in Metropolis? I never have. Not in my life.
So I have my answer. I know which one came first, Contra or Metroid. So I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
But, if you guys want to postulate.
You can whisper it to
That's
me
fine.
when we're not recording.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You don't actually. You don't have to. You can probably just say it
might.
out loud.
I'm not going to say it out loud.
Oh, no, not right now.
I'll
don't
leave it up
say
to...
it right now.
Yeah.
Don't
You guys
t-
can
you know what?
guess and
Don't
say
tell
in the
me.
comments or something. Yeah, just take a wild guess.
As I would like.
There's
to
really
know.
only one right answer, and there's only 2 possible answers anyways, so you've got a 50% chance of being right.
Yay! 50%.
Basically win-win.
It's pretty much my favorite percent. Right
So is there an order to the bosses too? Like with Mega Man, it's you're supposed to beat this one first, and then this one, and then this one because they have weaknesses.
They have weaknesses, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Mega Man style weaknesses. They're not quite so obvious though. Like as you can see, the elements aren't quite so cut and dry. Like a few of them are, of course, because you got the fire guy, the ice guy, the shock lady. Yeah, she's a lady.
And I guess that guy is rock or earth or whatever, right?
Yeah, when you get his power, you turn into a bulldozer,
Okay.
more or less. That guy does guns. I don't think I ever fought that guy.
The element of guns.
This dude is basically... They pretty much combined Cutman and Proto Man together to make this guy.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
So he's like, if Cutman was cool.
Yeah. If Cutman was combined with the coolness of Proto Man, because that guy had a sick scarf.
Right? Wait, Proto Man
So
or that guy?
Proto Man.
Oh, yeah. Proto Man did have a sick scarf. Also, perhaps the voices were the reason for this. I mean, I
The reason for which?
the complaints, could it be the voice acting? Because I never really paid any attention to the English voiceovers. I pretty much went to Japanese instantly. I'm weird that way. If I play a game and there's an option to use Japanese voiceovers, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know, it seems more right in some cases. Except for the Dragon Ball, except for Dragon Ball's universe.
That's actually something about Zelda that I've found. The voice acting is nice that we have it. It's nice that it exists in the game, but it's not always super strong. Some of the voice actors are pretty decent. I enjoy, I think, the voice actor for the Rito guy. I can't remember his name now. Rivali. I think I like.
You were talking to him when I walked into the apartment.
No. That's Cass.
That's Cass.
He's just a quest giver guy. He's not actually Yeah, I'm talking about not the Guardians, but the Champions from the 100 Years Before thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I liked his voice actor, I think, because he's the same guy that does the present day version, or present day guy as well. The guy that helps you get to the Divine Beast.
Your descendant, his descendant, or what have you.
I don't know if it's his descendant. With some of the villages, some of them are descendants, and then others are not.
Oh, okay.
With with the Gerudo chick, She's not like she doesn't her like mother or grandmother or aunt or whoever wasn't the champion
Okay.
for the Gerudo. She was just Lady Urbosa. She was the champion of their people.
Okay.
Same thing with the Rito as well. He had no relation to the previous champion.
Okay.
But then the Goron guy was. They don't say if he's like grandson or
But he is a
great-grandson
descendant
or whatever. But he says he's his descendant. That's all they say. They just kind of leave it really vague like that, which is whatever. That's fine.
That's interesting.
But then, it's another thing with the age thing in Zelda is like, what do you call it? Like with the Zora,
Oi.
the champion, the previous champion, Mifa, who was in love with you.
Of course.
Spoiler alert. I might just edit that out, actually.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's not like a huge. I mean, it's kind of story. Oh, whatever. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah, let's just move on.
So her brother
Uh-huh.
is alive
Oh.
in present day.
Okay.
That's the guy you basically deal with in present day in Zelda. So it's like, I guess I don't know if it doesn't actually say anything about it, like about the Zora lifespan, but it just kind of like leaves it open really. But you have to assume that Zora just lived for a lot longer than like Hylians or Gerudo or Gorons.
Yeah.
Because the Gorons are like, yeah, he was my ancestor. So okay, 100 years ago, that means that he'd be your grandpa, your great grandpa, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Mifa, it's like, yeah, that was my older sister. What? So you were just a little kid 100 years ago, and you're now like a teenager, maybe 20 years old kind of age. That's insane. They don't really ever explain it, and that's fine. But I wish they had, just because otherwise I'm just gonna obsess about it for the rest of my life.
I feel like there might be something in like the Zelda Encyclopedia or something to that effect that might talk about the lifespans of the different races of Hyrule.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna say Gorons probably live.
probably about the same as Hylian, I would assume.
I would think maybe a little bit longer, just because of the nature of the fact that they're made of rock.
They're essentially made of rock, and they also eat rocks, so they're cannibals.
Yeah, let's not think too much about that.
I'll try not to.
Because I mean, the rocks they eat are not living rocks.
They're not sentient.
They're not sentient.
They're like
rocks.
part rock-ish, kind of, sort of.
It's
not
more like
actual rock.
It's more like their bodies have adapted some kind of rock-like scale. Oh crap!
Yeah, like they have like rock-like shells on their backs.
Yeah, exactly. And I would say like they probably live
I'm gonna say like
maybe I'm gonna say like a couple hundred years. Let's say like 200
Eh.
something.
I want to say less.
Less?
I want to say they're not that much. They don't have that much more longevity compared to Hylians.
Yeah.
I want to say they have a little bit, but not. They're not like.
So like
for hundreds of
dwarves. Oh wait, no. How
Well,
long?
no,
did, how long
dwarves.
did
Dwarves live
live?
pretty long too.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't like different fantasy universes have different rules and that kind of thing. So
They do, yeah.
I don't remember how long it is for Lord of the Rings dwarves.
For
Whoa!
Lord of the
Oopsie-daisy.
for Tolkien dwarves.
Tolkien dwarves. Okay.
Yeah,
I like
because I mean it's not all the same. It's
Tolkienian.
No, Tolkien.
Okay,
just
sorry.
just Tolkien. Is for Norse mythology, dwarves are also called dark elves. So
Really?
yeah. So
I thought they
they're-
were two different things.
Nope. So dark elves and dwarves are the same thing in Norse mythology. At least according to like I just read Norse mythology by Neil Gaiman. So really great book. It really kind of it doesn't dumb down the mythologies, but it makes it a lot easier to understand, I guess.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the
Simplifies?
stuff, yeah, well, it sort of simplifies it, I suppose. Because a lot of the stuff that was originally published or written by Snorri Sturluson was like, it was, it's Old Norse, so it's not going to be
Yeah.
English compatible, really.
Won't be able to translate directly.
But yeah, the dwarves in there, they don't really say anything about their lifespan, but yeah, they're essentially the same thing as dark elves. They're
Huh.
not that much different than elves, really. They're just dark elves because they live underground, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. So dwarves in Tolkien live for, I think it's supposed to be like roughly half or roughly twice the age, or like 1.75 times the age of a human being, because Gimli is a child in The Hobbit.
Right.
He's like a young boy in The Hobbit.
Right.
His dad is one of the other dwarves on the
Glowing.
Glowing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his name. Yeah.
I remember
And
from
then-
that cheap joke they make in the movie when they meet Legolas.
Yeah.
Sorry, when they shoehorned Legolas in,
They sure did.
because like if you've read the book, which of course we have. Oh dang! I didn't think he ever did the same move twice. Although it's been a while since I fought this guy, I don't remember his moves anymore.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, like shoehorned the hell out of him, because if you remember from the book, he doesn't even say a word. I think he's barely mentioned.
Yeah.
But like when they go to damn it, when they go to meet
You're gonna die, son.
yes I am. When they go to meet the king of the Mirkwood, whatever his name was.
Thranduil.
Thranduil, thank you.
Thranduil.
I was thinking something with a Rand in it. But like I think I may have also been thinking of the main character of the Wheel of Time.
You could have been.
One of the main characters.
The Dragon Reborn.
Yes, that guy. Randall Thor. Oh. Dude.
You dead. You dead.
Yeah, the first time I played this game, I may have died to this guy once or twice. But that right there is a good place to cut this'n, because we have gone a little bit long on this one. We'll probably cut this
A little bit longer than we planned to. So yeah, stay tuned for next time.